job's a joke you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. But when it hasn't been your day, or week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the road starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for me too.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Hello, America. I'm Deborah.
And I'm Susan. Thank you for tuning in today.
Tensions in the Soviet Union are rising under communist leader Leonid Brezhnev. The economy is at a near standstill.
This is due to many different factors that we will be discussing during today's broadcast. We have a special guest talking to one of our reporters today. Linda?
Hello, America. With me, I have Mr. Brezhnev's spouse, Miss Victoria Brezhneva, to talk a little bit about her husband and his rise to power.
Hello. Lovely to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about your husband, Miss Brezhneva? A little bit about his origin, where he came from?
He was born 19 December 1906. He grew up in a family of Soviet workers. He started off as an engineer of some sort until he joined Communist Party of Soviet Union and became important part of the community. He was drafted into military and he became a general.
How did Mr. Brezhnev get into politics?
Like I said, he started out by joining Communist Party in 1978. And after, during the Great Patriotic War, he served as political commissar. Nikita Khrushchev then helped to advance my husband's political career.
Thank you for all this information.
It is no problem. Good day.
Also with us today, we have Nikolai Podgorny, the chairman of the Supreme Soviet Nominal Head of State, who works close with Brezhnev to comment on the economic and social stagnation. Janice?
Hello, Mr. Podgorny, and welcome.
Hello, Linda. It is wonderful to be here.
Could you provide a little commentary about the economic crisis currently happening in the Soviet Union?
Well, I believe it is largely to do with Mr. Brezhnev's foreign policy. He's very conservative and very wary about interactions with foreign countries. He is also very wary about making decisions, which definitely helps maintain the stability in the country. But in addition, his conservatism also causes a lack of ideas flowing throughout the country, meaning there is minimal economic progress.
Would you say that you agree with this foreign policy? If it were your choice, would you do the same or take a different path?
Being conservative myself, I would say that I would take a similar course of action. However, it takes a certain type of leader to direct a country conservatively while simultaneously encouraging progress of the economy. Not that Mr. Brezhnev is not a good leader. It is just very, very difficult to balance these elements while still maintaining a strong control over the people.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Podgorny.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Mr. Podgorny. Before our next interview, we have a word from our sponsor. We'll be back after break.
Sleep train, your ticket to a better night's sleep.
Welcome back. Next up, we have an interview with the President of the United States, Mr. Lyndon B. Johnson, with us in the studio today. Linda, it's great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Do you have anything to say about the instability happening in the Soviet Union? Do you think this instability could possibly prove dangerous to the U.S.?
I believe that we must be cautious. Even though they are going through turmoil in their country, we are still at the brink of war. However, I don't believe that we should live in fear because they may pose a threat. With our proud and strong Army and Navy, Americans should not feel like they are in any danger. We are trying our best to keep absolute control of the situation.
That's good to hear. What do you have planned to better America's relationship with the Soviet Union?
I'm going to try my hardest to stop the conflicts between the US and the Soviets. I believe that if we can do that, it'll really improve things with the rest of the world.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last guest today is Mr. Viktor Smirnov, a Soviet citizen. He is here today to talk to us about the crisis occurring in the Soviet Union. Janice?
Hello, Mr. Smirnov, and welcome.
Hello.
How do you feel about Brezhnev and his decisions he's making about the economy?
He needs to improve decisions because they are very bad, very bad. The country is downhill because of the economy. Soviet Union is strong country.
What would you do differently if you were in his place?
Listen to people. The citizens of the country know what is best for the country. We know what happens to the country. How do you say behind the curtain?
We are suffering. We need a leader that will listen to the ideas and the thoughts of the people.
Do you think he has a chance of redemption, and do you think there's any hope for him as a leader?
In my opinion, no. I do not believe there is hope for him. He is too conservative. He does not listen to people. He never has, never will. Unless he begins listening, we need new leader.
Thank you, Mr. Smirnov.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Smirnov. That was our final guest of the night.
I'm Deborah.
And I'm Susan.
And
you're
you're
watching
watching
Disney
Disney
Channel. Yeah, we did it!
Tensions in the Soviet Union are rising under communist leader Leonid Brezhnev.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news.
Brezhnev.
Okay, my turn. Good morning.
Podgorny. Oh, we try.
Take me to a crabby nicely. Thank you, Mr. President. Our last guest today is Mixter Victors.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Janice!
I'm a man.
You're the man.
I'm the man. It's fine. It's fine. Of course.
Because we're supposed to be. Yeah, you can just like look at me.
You're like,
Tell me more.
I have no traction. I'm gonna die. Oh. I'm afraid.
Oh no. Here, see, it's fine.
And also you have to enunciate. You have to say it loudly.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. I'm sorry.
The Iggy Azalea vibe.
He's on point with a pick me joint, gotta twist his beat, I'm spraying my joint, straight crack back, one to the back, who know to rank, you know.
Vodka. Do you want the Russian vodka? I believe that we must be cautious.